Going on? What's going on, guys? All right, we about to get right on into it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. Hope everyone's having a good morning, good week. We about to get right on into it. Whew. All right. About to get right on into it. So let's just see what the market's doing overall. Based off the higher time frames, as you guys know, I've been bullish on US 30 for the past like 2 days, and as you see, we're finally getting this momentum switch to the top side. So something we could potentially be anticipating is a potential pullback to either 34,450 area or at least a 34,000 to see a push to the top side. I at least want to see price come to at least 35,200 by the end of the week. We might not get that today, but by the end of the week, that's ideally where I want to see price get to. So first things first, I'm going to mark up the previous day's highs and lows. And as you can see, the previous day's high has already been ran through. So that's giving me a sign that price is going to more than likely continue being bullish rather than flipping bearish and clearing the previous day's low. So that's a good sign already. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark up the 12 a.m. open, which is right here. We made the low of the day after trading below this 12 a.m. open right down here. So this is more than likely going to be our low of the day. For now, I'm going to leave it with a question mark because you never really know. It might be the low of the day now, but at the end of the day, anything could happen and price could overall flip on us, and you never really know at the end of the day. So the next thing we have, I'm going to mark up the previous Asian session. Matter of fact, let me fix this while I'm here. I think it's going to be all the way over here somewhere. 13. Yeah, that's not right. Let me see. Let's see. Is that it? No. I think 0, 0. There we go. That's the Asian session range from 18 o'clock to the 12 a.m. candle. Not candle, open right here. So that's going to be our Asian session. Now that we have that, let's make this orange. Just like that. So now we have the Asian session at 12 a.m. open, the previous day's highs and lows. And now we have this area right here that is more than likely going to be our low of the day. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark up all the big figure levels in and around price action currently. So we have 34,800. We have 34,200. 34,000. Which is right here. 33,800. And then 33,500 right in here. Just like that. So these are our main big figure levels in and around current price action. So I'm just gonna make all these perfect because, like you guys know, every day I got that OCD shit. Gotta make sure this shit's perfect. Just like that. Just like that. 34,200, and I think I'm missing one in between. I think 34,500. Yeah, 34,500. Here it's right here. So these are the main big figure levels in and around price action as of right now that price is more than likely going to be reacting off of today. Then we have the last one, 34,800. So these are the main big figure levels, and as you can see, if I pull to 50% of the Asian range, just like this, it looks like it's going to be a confluence right here. Yeah, look, didn't mean to do that. Let's grab this. Yeah, we're in confluence with this 50% and also 34,200 area. So currently, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a fib from this low from yesterday to the current high that we are at. Even though price could potentially make another high, I don't really care about that as of right now. I'm just going off of what is here right now. If price makes a new high and I got to change the fib, then I would do that as it does. But as of right now, this is the fib we're going to use because this is currently the high during New York session. This is from yesterday's low. And I'm also going to draw another fib from the low down here. Why am I doing it from this low? Because this is the low that London session made. So if we're overall going to be looking for a potential New York reversal, more than likely price is going to stay above this high. So now looking at it, let me see, from yesterday's, I'm gonna change it like this. So from yesterday's high and yesterday's low, price traded down. From here, trade down to 62%, and from here price started to move, expand to the top side. So here I'm gonna take this fib off right now, just because the fact that I'm going to be using this London session fib, anticipating that this low doesn't get violated. And if it does get violated, then overall that won't be a London continuation day. At that point, it's just going to be a reversal type of day that we'll be anticipating. So as of right now, the previous day's high already got ran through. So what I am expecting is a potential pullback. So I'm looking at potentially this Asian session high and to this fib short, not fib short, fib long that we have here to potentially target, I say 34,800. I think that would be a great target to end this week off. Not this week, end this day off. So we just got to be patient, see what happens. I'm going to slowly go to my higher time frame, see if there's any order blocks within this area that I could look to potentially catch a trade off of. Doesn't really look like much. The one that I do see that I could potentially be trading off of is the one that was created during London session right here. These consecutive candles right here. Just like that. This is a potential one. It's not really clean in my opinion. I would rather see a nicer one. Here we have the 30-minute right there. I would rather see a little bit of a cleaner one, but at the end of the day, you never really know. But this is right now all I'm expecting for US30. So now that we have our analysis for US30, I'm going to make my way to NAS 100 to see if I can map out a similar potential trade. So we're going to do the same process. We're going to mark up the previous day's highs and lows. So right here, we got the previous day's low. And then we have the previous day's high. And same thing as US30, the previous day's high has already been ran through. Here, pull these over a little bit more. Previous day's low, and then we got the previous day's high right up here. Next, we're going to mark up the 12 a.m. open, which is right here. And we had a very similar situation again. We had the low of the day so far made during London session after traded below and cleared this liquidity below this low here. So we made that low of the day, and more than likely I'm going to be anticipating this to be the low of the day, similar to US30. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark up the Asian session for the previous day. Same process, guys. Same process on everything. Same system. Follow the same rules. Take the same similar trades. That's how you gain consistency, by doing the same thing repetitively, because you learn to see specific patterns. So from here to here, now I'm going to mark up the big figure levels in and around price. So we got 14,500 up here. We have 14,200, 14,000. And then we have 13,800 right in here. So these are the main big figure levels in and around current price action. Also, and I'm going to do the same thing, got to make it all neat. Even though it's not going to be perfect, it's just my eyes. Every time I look to the right and I see that there's like a 0.82 like this, it just fucks with my head. The OCD comes out. If y'all can relate, shit, you already know, man. Then we have a current one right here in the middle. It's not one of my main big figure levels, but we are rejecting currently 14,400, and I'm going to make this red just because it's not one of the main ones that I like to go off of, but it is a big figure level nonetheless, and it is currently rejecting it. So that is something I'm going to be potentially anticipating. So now that we have that, we're going to write this. The previous day's low got ran. This low got here got ran. I'm going to mark up the 50% of the Asian session range. Just like this. 50%. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing I did with US30. I'm going to draw my fib from this low that was made during the London session to this high made during New York session. And I'm going to be potentially anticipating a potential pullback so I can continue long on this pair. So as you can see, both pairs are slowly showing that willingness to potentially come lower and go higher. So we'll see what happens. It's a very similar situation. In this case, let's check the higher time frames also, see if there's any order blocks in or around this area that I could potentially look to trade off of. Doesn't look like there's any order blocks, but if you pay attention to this daily candle, we are beginning to engulf and I do think we'll have a really good sign of bullishness. So let's just see. Right now, doesn't look like the only confirmations we will really have. Oh, I forgot a big figure level right here. Matter of fact, 14,200. Almost forgot. So this big figure level is in confluence with these other levels here. So that's going to be somewhere I potentially look to get a trade in off of. It's not as clear as US 30. US 30 doesn't have a big figure level in this area specifically that I would like to take a trade, but right in here we do have 14,200, which is in confluence with this fib long. So I think that would be a good area for me to potentially look to take price higher. And if you also look, it also almost in confluence with this breaker block over here also. Yeah, just like this. If you look on the hour time frame, I think 14,200 will be a good area to potentially look for long entries at. So it's a very similar situation. I'm just gonna wait and see what I can see price potentially look to do. It's a waiting game as of right now, but we'll see what happens. Just like this. It's a very similar situation. Both of these pairs, they move almost identical. Not always, but they move pretty damn similar. So I'm gonna take this screenshot and I'm gonna send it in the chat, in the Telegram. So if you guys aren't in the Telegram, make sure you join that. All right. But yeah, we're getting that pullback, so we're slowly falling. We'll see what happens. We're slowly getting into the area where I would like to see price fall to. We'll see. Right now it's just a waiting game. We just gotta wait and see what happens, honestly. US 30 showing the willingness to fall. Same thing with NAS 100. We're just gonna wait for price to actually fall below these levels now. Yeah, the way price is looking over here, 34,500 is looking like an area that price could really get this push off of. Why? Because we have a lot of similar confluences. We have the 38.20%. Then we have this breaker block also right here. So there's a lot of reason for me to believe potentially that price is going to have this reaction at 34,500. But on here, there is a similar chance with NAS 100. We could potentially reject this order block, not this order block, this breaker block. But in my opinion, I would rather see price come a little bit lower and potentially retrace into this Asian session high. Or even if it doesn't retrace into Asian session high, we could potentially even just come to 14,200, which is, I think, will give us the best possible entry for today. So we'll see what happens. Anything could happen at the end of the day. Let me see. I'm also going to, let me draw the fib from yesterday's low on NAS 100 to here. And if you see that, we also got this 38.20% continuation level right here. So yeah, 30, this 14,200 area is going to be very high confluence for me, and that's going to be more than likely what I look to take a trade on. US 30, if we can get, it's not as clear, if you get what I'm saying. If you see how clear these confirmations we have in this specific R on NAS 100, US 30 doesn't have that similar feel. It's not as many confirmations in the same vicinity. It's in a bigger range, as you can see. Like the majority of these confirmations are within a 280 pip range, but if you look at NAS 100, majority of them are in about a 58 pip range. So if I'm able to get in at 14,200 with about a 50-60 pip stop, anticipating that this low doesn't get violated, I think that would be a very good area for me to potentially look to go long and to have a safe stop. What about US 30? Bullish? Yeah, I'm bullish on both pairs. US 30 is the pair on the left and NAS 100 is the pair on the right. You can just tell by the prices. NAS is always going to be in like the 14s, 1300s, 1500s, and US 30s is always going to be like in the 30,000s, 30,000 ranges, if that makes sense. Here, why are we not doing nothing, guys? I'm about to take my phone case off, my phone screen protector. If you guys got questions, just ask them, because as of right now, it's just me on the live. I don't really got no one to talk to. So if you got any questions, just let me know and I'll be free to answer them. About to set the screen protector. Guys, I got like I put the screen protector on my phone. And this shit like has bubbles, and this should be making me mad, bro. So I'm about to try to fix it. This is either gonna be a very good or very bad idea. Let's see. Oh, I almost did the same shit again. Come on. I'm not trying to have this shit all fucked up. Like the thing is, when I put it in my outer box now, like it's all fucked up. There we go. I think this is good. Get all these bubbles out. But yeah, what pairs do you guys trade? For the ones watching, what pairs do you guys trade? Trading indexes, forex, crypto, stocks. What you guys be into? All these fucking bubbles out. It's like the worst shit ever. When you get a phone case, you gotta get all these bubbles out. So annoying. But it gotta be done. Yeah, I'm only looking to take buy. So even though more than likely I won't be able to get that buy below the 12 a.m. open, the low that it did make after coming into that 12 a.m. open is more than likely going to be that low of the day. So that's something I can just use that as a premise to why I want to see price do what it wants to do. We're gonna see what happens, man. I'm gonna get my MetaTrader open. I'm gonna put 14,200 on the MetaTrader so I can see where that is over there. It was a pretty significant, not, I wouldn't say significantly far away. It's about maybe 200 pips, yeah, 170, but I think we can get that drop. Even if it's not right now, I'll give it an hour at most. $70, 70, 450 -%. I got the price area. These bubbles on my phone are fucking making me mad, man. Alright, fuck it, I guess. Nah, these bubbles are gonna irritate me. I need something like rub them out. wallet maybe, credit card. Credit card is not working. The credit card is not working. Yeah, US30's falling way more faster than NASA's, but I'll give it time. Fuck it. That's the best I'm gonna get. It is what it is. Perfection isn't always gonna be needed. There we go. I got some bubbles, but it's a little bit better than before, so it's not fucked up. So, yeah, what it is. But US30, as you can see, is slowly falling into this 38.20% level. We're also coming into this 34,600 area that it's been holding above. So let's see. It's gonna continue falling. It's not gonna continue falling. Let's see what we can get, man. Patience is key. Patience is key. I'm just on MetaTrader right now on my computer, getting in these levels real quick. So when the time comes and I look to take the trade, it's all here. Alright, but we good. Just waiting for this pullback, man. Waiting for this pullback. Yeah, 50 pip stop loss at 14,200. I think is gonna be all we need. More than likely, I hope. Hope we don't need to be. If I would do 60 at most, but even then, 60 and 50 doesn't really make much of a difference. If it comes 50 points, more than likely it comes 60. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. US30 is like looking iffy, man. All I really can go off of for US30 is just the fib long. That's ideally where I would want to get long at. The fib long and at this Asia session high. That's really all I would be looking to trade off of, because all these other confirmations, they're high, they're likely to happen, but at the end of the day, this is not something I would personally want to see. So if it does take off, it is what it is, but I want to see price at least come down to this area here and start to see start to see signs of rejection. NAS 100 smooth and slow, but whichever one gives the better trade, looks cleaner, highest probability, that's what I'm going to be looking to take. How many points do you normally risk in US30? And how do you manage the trade only in a 5-minute chart? I normally risk, it depends on the situation. Like as of recently, like this week, the ranges have been really wide on US30, so I've been using about 50, 60 pip stops. Because if you look right here, if I look to go long in here, this is 50 pips. If I want it below this low, that's 130. So this week the ranges are very wide. So I have been using a little bit wider. And how do I manage my trade only in 5-minute? Nah, I tend to manage on the 5-minute, the 15-minute, the 1-minute. I'm kind of just scrolling back and forth on multiple time frames when I'm managing the trade, because so you get signs on different time frames that something might potentially happen. It's all about looking at all of them. What you guys think is gonna have a better trade today, US 30 or NAS 100? I want to say NAS 100. NAS 100 has the cleaner reason to believe this trade is gonna play out, but at the end of the day, US 30 is looking a little bit, is moving a little bit faster, got more momentum right now. Yeah, US 30 is showing the more signs of bearishness, and NAS, it's gotta wait for that momentum to kick in at the end of the day. Patience is key. I love to trade only US 30. I like to trade US 30 too, but at the end of the day, in my opinion, NAS 100 is way smoother. Now, US 30 has its nice trades and stuff, but it's just the way it moves sometimes just isn't worth the risk. It's just so volatile that anything could happen. You could easily get caught inside of consolidations, or easily, even if you know which way price is more than likely going to go, you could still like end up getting stopped out just because of how volatile it is, just by getting wicked out. And that's what kind of pisses me off about the pair. So that's why I've been leaning towards both pairs. But as of right now, US 30 and NAS is all I'm going to be trading, and I don't plan on trading anything else anytime soon. I just like indexes overall. I just like the way they move, the volatility that they have. Just real smooth in my opinion. Yeah, but one thing about the pairs, here's a little tip. Usually they will follow each other. They won't always will, but usually they will follow each other price wise. So if one starts to fall, the other is more than likely going to fall also. It might not be fast, but one is always going to fall before the other. So it gives you a little bit of an insight. So me knowing that US 30 is falling right now gives me good reason to believe that potentially this pair over here, NAS 100, could also push too. But right now we are still within this range on US 30. So within this breaker block that we have here, we'll see how price respects it. Let's get the 50% of it while I'm here. Let's see how price reacts, because if we stay above this area going into 930, there is a chance that we could potentially just have that push continue going higher, because we are retesting this previous day fair value gap that we have right here. We retest it, and now there's a chance that we could potentially even just go higher. Even though I would want to see price come a little bit lower, doesn't mean it always will. So that's always something to keep in mind. And even if you go look at, say, NAS 100, let's look at NAS 100 on the weekly, the daily and weekly time frame. Let me do this. Let's look at it like this. Go to daily. So doing very similar things. It looks like it's about to engulf this candle. So if it engulfs it, this daily candle, we're going to be in for an awakening, because pay attention to how price is coming below, clearing these lows, and now coming above, showing the willingness. Bless me. But we have this false break scenario on here. So there is a chance. Like I said, I am very bullish on these pairs as of right now. I'm just waiting for good buy entries. That's all I'm really doing. Just waiting for good buy entries. But right now, NAS really isn't moving as much, which is pretty unfortunate since that does have the more clear setup. Yeah, let's see what happens, man. I don't like the way Nash is moving. I'm still waiting for Nash to fall. US30 is showing more of a willingness, but US30 looks like it's more than likely going to stay above this area here. We do have about 5 minutes to the open too, so let's see. There is a chance that price could just stay in this uptrend, show the willingness to go higher. So I'll stay on lower time frames on US30. If I do get signs of a potential push, yeah, it looks like we are getting that push. We'll see. If we do get this push, I will potentially just look for a possible retracement lower. So I'm gonna wait for it to show willingness to go higher. Then I'll anticipate potentially taking a trade. But as of right now, I'm gonna just wait because pay attention. It tapped right into the 50%. It looks like it's tapping in at 34,500 also. So we'll see. Even though it's not the majority of the confirmations I want to see, there's still a chance that it could reject off of this big figure level in this overall uptrend, holding the London session low. So we'll see what happens. We will see. Hop on the real low time frames. Watch this. If we can get a drop at the open, that would be very nice. Very nice. Yeah, we're getting that bullishness in price. Nas is showing that bullishness also. So we'll see. If it does continue bullish, closes above this high with the previous candle, we are getting this engulfing after rejecting 50% of this. Didn't tap into 34,500, but on a different liquidity feed, more than likely did. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. At the end of the day, we are just came down, filled this back in to potentially continue on going higher. We didn't make a down wick for the day, which is kind of different, but nonetheless, we have about 2 more minutes to the open, so we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna force anything. If I miss a trade, I miss a trade. If I don't, I don't. Yeah, Nas is pushing. It's all push on bullishness right now. We are getting this engulfing. We are rejecting this order block that we have within here also. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see. All we got to do is look for potential pullbacks at the end of the day. So if price really is bullish, we should get a pullback. It wouldn't make sense for it to not have a pullback. You know what I mean? Bullishness now. Nas is slowly pushing too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get on lower time frames and I'm gonna wait for a potential pullback that I can capitalize on. If I don't get it, well, it is what it is. But yeah, open market open now. Let's see what happens. We can get a pullback. That would be very nice. All right, let's see. We're gonna get a pullback to this open. If I get in here, risk about 60 pips, I say. It looks like it wants to take off, though. I don't feel comfortable buying so high in price. Even though it more than likely is going to push higher. It's just a comfortable thing at the end of the day, what you feel more comfortable doing. Because right now it does look like it's coming for a deeper retest. We'll see. I'm able to for 60 pips. It is falling a little bit, but if we do start to get this rejection, NAS is slowly pushing. I don't know. US30 is kind of falling right now. I'm looking at it from my other broker on FTMO, and it's actually falling. Yeah, look at that. I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for the original bias, or at least until we come down to 34,500. If we could retest 34,500 and get that reaction, I think we'll be good for the buy then. But right now, we'll wait and see. Oh yeah, dropping. Oh yeah, now we're dropping. There we go. There we go. Come on, NAS, I want you to drop, my boy. NAS, I need you to fall. Retesting 34,500 again. NAS is like doing nothing. It's like in this range. US30 still showing signs of a potential push to the top side. Oh, just gotta be patient at the end of the day. Up on the lower time frame, see what we're seeing. So we cleared these lows, tapped into big figure level. These lows to the left also. We're gonna continue lower, or are we going to show a potential sign of a false break scenario? Alright, looks like it's gonna come lower. Just waiting for NAS. I want to take this trade on NAS for the long, but at the same time, US30 is giving me that willingness right now. Alright, so like I said, that's why I don't like taking these high trades. That's why we have high probability trades for a reason. That's why I didn't take that one. This is the ideal down here. NAS is significantly high up still, so we still got a ways away for NAS to fall. I at least want to see price tap into this Asian session high. Once it taps into this Asian session high from here, I could look to potentially get in. But I would need a wider stop, in my opinion, at least 100 pips minimum to feel safe enough to take this trade. Just based off where this is in price. Yeah, 34,400. I think that would be a good area for me to potentially go long at. We'll see. If I miss it, I miss it. But it's ideally where I would want to enter. Just gotta be patient, man. Wait for your trades. Wait for your trades. Yeah, I think getting in at 34,100 with 100 pip stop loss would be ideal. I never use 100 pips, but in this type of scenario, it just makes more sense to have a wider stop just based off of the ranges that price is in. Crazy ranges. And if I miss it, I miss it, man. Ain't forcing shit. Wants to hold 34,500, but I just want to tap into 34,400, man. It's a lot of reason for me to believe that price is going to come down lower. It's just a racing. It's like race right now for whichever pair is going to come. 14,200 for NAS, or we're going to get to 34,400 for US30. We'll see, man. We'll see. All right, we're coming down low there. We're getting down there slowly but surely with US30. So let me just get ready to potentially get in. $34,320 is where it is on FTMO because the liquidity fees are a little different. Come on, US30. Don't reject now. Just not really much momentum, honestly. Just a patient game, man. Just a patience game. Come on, US30. Playing games, my boy. Come on. Probably only gonna be taking one trade today, honestly. I don't think I'll try to give this multiple attempts if it doesn't work out the first time. Oh, it's really just struggling. Just come a little bit lower, man. Just a little bit. I just need like an extra 5, 10, 15 more pips to downside. Wait for NAS to clear these lows over here, because once we clear these lows, this area is significantly close. But both are showing a willingness to reject right now, so it's all about just being patient at this point. Alright, now we're starting to push on US30 after tapping into this area. Yeah, I don't know, man. So it's that type of thing where anything could happen. I do want to see price come lower on NAS still. US30 is rejecting this 34,500 level hard. Patience, man. Patience. Oh boy, this is real fun, man. Real fun. On US30, it's just 34,400. That's all. It's right here. Just a little bit lower, man. Just a little bit lower. Check the daily. Yeah, daily's having this retest. A few more pips lower, and I can see it still pushing. We're real bullish. But I'm not about to get in right here. 34,500. Even though we could easily reject, I don't want to see that happen. Oh yeah, now we're it's like this off and on. Nah, it still looks like it has a good willingness to come lower. Still a good chance that it's still gonna fall, so I'm just waiting. Sticking to the plan, man. Sticking to the plan. Come on, US30. Come on. Fall a little bit lower. Fall a little bit lower. And that's just in this range. There we go. Nash is slowly falling. This is patience right here, guys. Pure patience. Yeah, the momentum just isn't here right now. That's all I gotta say about this. The momentum is not here. We're just waiting. Simple. Shit, at this point, Nas gonna make it to the entry that we want to look to go long at before US30 at this point. Alright, yeah, Nas is slowly falling now. Slowly but surely. Go slow right now. Yeah, at this point, Nas is gonna catch up. I'm gonna end up taking the Nas trade instead. Goddamn. Come on, US30. At this point, I might just take. I'm waiting for that weight trade on Nas. At this point, man. God damn. Come on, Nas. Come a little bit lower. All right, US30's falling too. Damn, US30, you being a little bitch right now, my boy. Yeah, it looks like Nas is gonna have a cleaner setup in my opinion. We're about 89 pips away. So we'll see. Well, there, that's pushing now. We'll see what happens, man. I ain't forcing nothing. I'm waiting for my entry or I ain't taking a trade. You are amazing. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. I ain't perfect, but working on improving every day. Just like everyone else. Percent better every day. Yeah, I think Nas has a way better chance of having this next trade play out. US30 still has that potential, but The way this shit moving, it's just not as clear in my opinion. Yeah, US30's holding 34,500. I still want to see NAS come a little bit lower. I'm not gonna just hop in. We are rejecting 14,300. If we get an engulfing on US30, I'll potentially look to go long at 14,300. Potentially. Not guaranteed. It just depends how I see price action. If I see certain signs. Yeah, we're about to get an engulfing right here after clearing these lows. Let's see. Depends how this candle closes in 3 minutes too. Because there's still a chance we could still come lower. But if we engulf this candle on the 5-minute and this engulfs it on the 15-minute over here, there's a high chance that I think it will follow both pairs as it has been doing. But I still want to go long at 14,200. That's the ideal scenario. But at the end of the day, just because that looks like the ideal scenario doesn't mean I will get that scenario. So just keep that in mind. Put the LED lights on, man. Time. Two minutes left on this 5-minute candle. If we get an engulfing, I'll potentially look to go long with about a 50 pip stop below this low. Because I'm just paying attention to how we cleared all these lows. And now we're showing a sign of we're rejecting. And then US30 is also showing a sign of bullishness. We're at this 14,300, retested the previous day's high. Didn't retest the Asian session, but neither do we over here. We are at this breaker block on both pairs, and both of them are moving pretty similar right now. So we'll see what happens. We will see. Yeah, I think we're gonna start to move bullish. I don't think 14,200 is gonna happen. Yeah, 1 minute 18 seconds. We're pushing. So I'm gonna get on the 1 minute, and I'm gonna wait for a potential little pullback. We can get a little pullback back to around here. I'm gonna go long, stop loss below here, and that's it. If I don't get that pullback, shit, I miss a trade. It is what it is. Ain't forcing nothing. How wide is this? This is about 45 pips. Alright, US30. Not US30, NAS. Let's get a pullback though, man. Don't leave without me. Don't leave without me. Get a nice little pullback and we can take off. Come on. Give me that pullback. Come a little bit lower. Come a little bit lower. Come a little bit lower. Come on. Right to this 38.20%. Right there. Come on. From here, I'm going to be looking to go long, but if it don't retrace, I'm not getting in, man. I'm not just going to hop in. That's just me personally, what I like to see. All right, we're getting down there. Come on. All right, going in for the long. Stop loss going below the low. Let's see what happens. Looking to target at least 14,500. I think that would be a good area to target. Everything's bullish. Let's just move off of US30 right now. We're just going to stick to NAS. Let's go. I don't even think I could do that. Damn, NAS isn't fucking. Nope, didn't mean to do that either. Right there. Oh, look at that though. 15-minute time frame. Move this out. Just like this. I'm gonna just stick to lower time frame because it doesn't look clear on anything else. Lower time frame, targeting big figure levels. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see. Not the ideal area where I wanted to get into today, but from the way price is moving, I don't think there's gonna be a big sign of anything else. Yeah, it's just it's real bullish right now, so I think we're good to make this run. And if we do get this full trade up to here, that would be a potential 1 to 4. So I think that's a great potential trade. But at the end of the day, we'll see. We will see. Once I get to 1 to 1, I'll let you guys know. A lot of upside. Alright, let's see. I'll let you guys know when we get to TP1, but right now, we in a little bit of profit though. Slowly but surely. Just gotta have the patience to let it run, because these are not our real targets. If you go to higher time frame, these are actual targets up here based off higher time frame. Look at the daily time frame. I'm still looking to engulf this whole candle. 15,000 will be a good area for the end of the week on NAS 100 in my opinion. So we'll see what happens. We will see. All right, I'm about to be at my 1 to 1. TP1 I got about to get hit. Yeah, Sirski. Let's see. Let's get to 14,400. Let's get to 14,400. Once we can start clearing these highs, we are out of here. All right, TP1 just got hit. 45 points. So that means stop loss to break even. Risk-free trades, my boys. Risk-free trades. Hopefully we can get past this 14,400 level without really getting too much volatility. But US 30 got it just pushed, and pushed. Oh yeah, come on, let's get that 1 to 2. Let's get that 1 to 2. Once we can clear these highs up here, I'm gonna be looking to take profits off. Once we can clear these highs, I'm gonna be looking to scale some off. But as of right now, I'm still not taking anything off. This is a great trade though. Regardless what happens, I'm risk free. So we good. So see, let's keep on pushing. Let's get that momentum. US 30 is going for 34,800. I'm going for 14,800, 14,500. Once we clear these highs, that will be at around 1 to 2.5. So that will be a nice little trade. Yeah, we pushing right now, my boys. Come on, get to that TP2. Let's get that TP2, man. Yeah, I'm gonna just make sure I watch lower time frames for these retracements so I don't get stopped at break even. Because I know this wants to go higher, but if I get stopped at break even and then it goes higher again, I'm gonna be so sick. Lower time frames slowly losing that momentum. Let's see, man. I'm not trying to get stopped out at break even before we get this real push. I'll let it potentially come down to, I say, this last candle right here. What time frame? 5 minutes. I'll let it at least come down to here. But if it comes any lower than this candle high, at that point, I'm going to be potentially looking to take the trade off, or at least, I don't know, at that point. Because once we get here, it's going to be that high chance of potentially coming to break me even. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want to take my profits, you know? We'll see. This is just managing the trade right here. There we go. Yeah, keep on going. Keep on going. If we continue to reject, just reject this high. It's still good for the long term. Oh man, this shit. There's like no volume today, like none. If y'all still watching on this low volume, no volume ass day, I appreciate that, cause this shit is. Ugh. Hate this shit. That's why I like trading at 9 o'clock to 9:30 because I need momentum. When there's no momentum, you get stuck in trades like this, and it's just like so ass. All right, come on, retest this high. Keep on pushing from here, man. All right, come on, retest this high. Don't come and break me even, man. That's not what I want here. That is not what I want. US 30 slowly rejecting also. God damn, man. Alright, worst comes to worst, we don't lose nothing, but just I know it wants to go higher. It's just I don't know what's going on, man. So I'd be patient. Let the market do what it do. We can't make it do nothing. It's gonna do what it wants to do regardless how I feel. A minute 40 left on this candle. Come on. Let's get above 14,400, man. 14,400. Start flying. But if we hold this, just pay attention to what it did here. That's all I'm telling you guys. If it starts to push from here and doesn't come back to this low, just pay attention to why it came there. US 30 is pushing again. NAS being a little slow, still moving, but not the ideal scenario here. Damn, it's so close to 34,800, and it's so close to 14,400, but so far, so close yet so far. "45 seconds, yeah. I don't like how it's forming, man. I guess holding this area, but it's no momentum. It's really what it comes down to. There's no momentum. Nothing really matters at the end of the day. There we go. Shit. Jeez, finally. Jesus Christ. Took you long enough. Just keep pushing, man. Just keep on pushing. Don't have another candle like this. Please just start flying. My heart can't take it. Come on. So close yet so far. Oh yeah, we good. We good now. 14,400 hit. We're going for that TP2. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see right here. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, come on. Clear these highs. Once we clear these highs, I'm taking my partial and I'm done. Because this momentum is so ass. Another day, another nickel, man. Another day, another nickel. Come on, man. Let's get to these highs. Come on. Get to these highs. Get to this TP2. Come on. Come on. So close. Right there. Get them highs. Get them highs. Come on. Right there. Few pips. Few pips. Few pips. Alright. Yeah, US30 came close. Almost tapped into it, but come on, Nas. It's right there. The highs are right there, man. Don't do this to me. Don't do this. There's so much liquidity above these highs. We got a high right here, a high right there. I'm just waiting. Just waiting. Yeah, this is being... Hey, I ain't taking my profit yet, man. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes, sir. All right, I'm taking my partial. Come on. Oh, yeah, we flying now. Come on, FCMO. Like, this is why I hate this shit sometimes, bro. Look at this. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Take the profit, bro. That should make me mad. Bro, come on, bro. Are you dead ass? Like, what's happening? But yeah, FTMO is being weird, man. It's being real weird right now. It's being real weird. See, bro, that's why I hate some of this shit sometimes. Like, bro, now my shit's not loading. All right, there we go. Take the fucking partial. God damn it. Shit. 105 pips. That's a clean trade right there, guys. Yes, sir. Another day, another nickel. And that is a clean trade in the books. That is done. Look at that. Look at that entry, though. Guys, waited for that retest. Beautiful. And I'm going to take a small partial again. Smaller partial. Oh. Take about 50 points off. There we go. Now we just let the rest run. And the work here is done. So, just like that. Clean trade. One and done. Nah, that's how you do it though. Just like that, guys. Patience. We waited for a trade. We waited for signs of a possible reversal. And within here, we were able to get that. We waited for price to show that willingness to go higher. It did. We waited for price to come down. Got in that retracement. And look at that. Took partials up here. And look how price is slowly starting to come back down from where we took those partials at. That's why we take partials at highs, because there's liquidity above all these highs. And even though we didn't get to 14,500, I do have a small runner still running. So I'm going to let that position run. Nah, this was a great trade right here. Great trade. It was about a 1 to 2.5 trade. So that's a good trade in my book. Great trade in my book. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this screenshot. I'm going to put it in my journal. Just like that. And if you guys want to see how I do my journal, I will show you guys right now. Why not, while I'm here? So if you're able to take advantage of this trade, good shit. Here, I'm getting my journal real quick for you guys. Here, I'm gonna share that screen. There we go. All right, so just like this, I will come down to the day. Today's the 26th. I don't know why this day's like that. Yesterday was the 25th. All right, there we go. All right, the pair, NAS 100. The setup type. The setup type was about, what was it? It was a bullish line of continuation. Bullish line of continuation. Confirmations, we had this fib long. We had a order block rejection within here. We had a false break, which we cleared these lows. We also had a previous day high retest right here. So, matter of fact, it wasn't it was a PD. I'm making a PDL/high retest. Previous day high / low retest. And then we also had higher time frame. What else do we have? Looking at all the confirmations we had. Let's see. That was there. If we would have pulled our fib from here to here, we had that 38.20% rejection from the London low. So just like that, we had the 38.20% rejection from this London low, just like that, and you can see how prices went our way. Simple as that. Simple confirmations, simple trade, and it was above the 12 a.m. It wasn't below, so that's one thing we can't have. P&L, it was a green day. The risk reward was about 1 to 2. I took about 2% off that position. P&L, I would say plus 2% for that trade. I have the trade screenshot. Then I'll write notes. Good trade. Had patience to wait and only took one trade. And I will just really it right there. Just like that. I will be done with that. I will do this. Boom. Boom. Go to one chart. And that's it. Now I'm done. So if you enjoyed this episode, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you did find this helpful. We were able to get about, let me make sure exactly how much it was. It was about 101 pips total. 101 pips total. So it is what it is. We did what we had to do. Made our money back from yesterday. We made some of the money back from yesterday. And that's really it. Up 2% for the day. One and done. Just like that. Come back tomorrow. And we'll do it all again. So on that note, make sure you like this video if it was helpful. And make sure you stay motivated by the fear of being average.